Hey guys, welcome to my channel where we break down government actions, analyze leadership decisions, and explore how politics, governance, and policies impact your everyday lives. In this video, I'll be talking about the worsening insecurity in Nigeria, which is a touchy and an emotional issue. But my analysis will be devoid of any emotion, but will be purely based on facts and logic. If you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel so that we can grow this channel together. Without wasting your time, let's dive in. Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, this is not a campaign speech. This is an admonition. Nigeria is bleeding, and your silence, your political correctness is costing lives. Today, I speak not just for myself, but for every Nigerian watching, praying, and waiting for your government to treat security as non-negotiable priority that it is. Right now, the headlines shake the heart of this nation. 25 schoolgirls abducted in Kebbi, a brigadier general murdered, a church attacked. These are not isolated tragedies. They are symptoms of a dangerous decay in our national security. On the morning of November 17, 2025, gunmen stormed Government Girls Comprehensive Secondary School in Maga, Kebbi State. They came on motorcycles, armed with rifles, and exchanged fire with police before scaling the perimeter fences and abducting 25 young girls from their dormitories. During that horrifying raid, the vice principal was shot and killed trying to protect his students. It was reported that one or two of the girls have since escaped, but the rest are still missing, leaving families shattered, communities terrified. UNICEF has called this heartbreaking and demanding the immediate release of these girls, reminding us that schools must be sanctuaries and not battlegrounds. And yet, the Senate is dragging its feet, only now calling for an investigation into the Safe School Fund, probing why billions meant to protect our children in schools have failed so miserably. Almost at the same time, another blow landed. ISWAP militants claim they captured and executed Brigadier General Uba, the commander of 25 Task Force Brigade. Initially, the army denied it, calling reports fake narratives, but ISWAP went on releasing more images and statements. Whether it's misinformation or mismanagement, the fact is this: a high-ranking officer is dead, and our military's internal systems look fragile and exposed. This isn't merely a loss of life, it's a warning sign that our defenders are no longer untouchables, and our strategy, whatever it may be, is failing. Meanwhile, in Eruku, Kwara State, terror struck during a church service. Bandits attacked a branch of Christ Apostolic Church, CAC, killing 3 worshippers and abducting others, including the pastor. It was captured on video how the whole attack happened. The congregants were praying while the attackers strolled in and started shooting sporadically. The local government response? Typical. A call for more security deployment, but nothing bold, nothing structural, no innovation. Typical fire brigade approach. Some argue that Nigeria's security situation is not as bad as it was under Presidents Jonathan or Buhari. That may be true in rhetoric, but in reality, The pace and scale of these atrocities are dizzying. Under those past governments, there were also kidnappings, attacks, and terror. But what we are seeing now feels systemic, unrelenting, and deeply personal. Yes, these are the sort of things that people should protest about. Not statements or tweets, real pressure. Federal and state governments must understand that citizens will not remain silent while their children are taken, their places of worship attacked, and their military leaders assassinated. So, what is the path forward, Mr. President? In my view, here are the concrete steps you must take now. 1. State police reform. You must, as a matter of urgency, work with state governors, especially those that can afford it, to establish state or regional police forces. We cannot keep controlling security centrally when threats are local and cross-border. 2. Secure our borders. We must fortify our northern borders. The Sahel is not just a threat, it's a pipeline. We must stop terrorists from streaming in and push back hard on those already inside our country. 3. Military strategy overhaul. Our military needs to shift from defensive to being offensive. No more reacting. Launch intelligence-led operations. Cordon off infiltration routes. Take the fight to these groups instead of waiting for them to strike. It's time to show these terrorists that they can't roam freely anymore in our country. 4. Deradicalization and monitoring of preaching. We must confront extremist ideology at its roots. Radicalization begins long before the violence, often from unmonitored sermons filled with hate, manipulation, and recruitment messaging. The government, together with responsible religious bodies, must establish a strict framework to monitor what is being preached, ensure sermons promote peace, and shut down ideological factories that produce terrorists. Without addressing the ideological supply chain, military action alone will fail. 5. Restructure federal resource control. I know this is bold, but you once said that success is not just about brick and mortar. You are building the Coastal Highway and the Sokoto-Badagry Highway as well, which are very good for our economy. But without safety, those roads are meaningless. Mr. President, please, I beg you, restructure Nigeria into 6 regions, each controlling its own resources. This decentralization will starve the northern war economy of its fuel and force real accountability. 6. Empower citizens. Abuja cannot save everyone. If you don't know that, know it now. If government won't protect you, you have to protect yourselves. Organize local security groups, support community vigilance efforts, and demand real actions from your governors. No more excuses. No more pretending that they are powerless. Hold them accountable every single day. President Tinubu, our listening president, this is not a time for political correctness. It's a time for moral courage. Mr. President, you say that you want to build a $1 trillion economy and also building for posterity. So, please, sir, build a secure Nigeria. Not just roads, rail, and infrastructure, but safety for every citizen of Nigeria. If you fail to act, sir, you risk being no different from presidents before you, leaving a legacy without substance. A coastal road may benefit the economy, but it does nothing for a child taken at night. A beautiful transit corridor means nothing if worshippers can't pray in peace. So I plead, don't go in the way of empty promises. Don't let security be a talking point. Sir, make it a reality. And to Nigerians watching, don't wait for the government to save you. Organize, protest, stand up. Your life, your family, your future, defend it. Demand state police. Demand secure borders. Demand justice for those abducted, killed, or terrorized. Mr. President, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the time to act is now.